Hello, people of the world. Let me tell you about my trip to the Skoll World Forum 2024 in Oxford that I attended as a plenary speaker. While waiting for my flight, my mind was taken back to 2014, my very first international advocacy trip after having survived multi-drug resistant TB, also to London. But I was here now, 10 years later, on my way to one of my biggest speaking opportunities with an important message for all those working in health. Safe landing, a transfer to the Randolph, breakfast and a long shower, and finally, a walk to the park. Hey, please look at this. Anyway, I put my feet in the water, I lay on the grass, and I collected stones. Finally, I had arrived. After registering, I had a cry. I was so overwhelmed, and later returned for the new delegate meet and greet, which went well and got me out of my head. This beautiful rainbow showed itself afterwards. Then I found food. After that, I attended the Marmalade Festival, a session called Creative Nature, a restoration toolkit for artists and activists at the old fire station. It was amazing, but I left early to go sleep. Restoration takes time. After breakfast, I went to my room to prepare for Friday. I decided to catch a session online called Understanding Generational Trauma and Healing in Social Impact. I thought I need to be there, so I ran. After that, I spent time with my cousin who lives that side. Then it was time for the opening plenary at the new theatre, and wow, the size of that hall. We heard some amazing people, and I got to meet some of them at a dinner I attended afterwards. In a hall from Harry Potter. Even Lila Downs was there. What a beautiful evening. Today, I attended some amazing breakfast meetings, and afterwards, I bumped into an African in crisis, a wardrobe crisis. She turned out to be the mayor of Freetown, and she invited me to her session, and I promised that I would attend, and I did. Wow. After this, we attended the Skoll Awards ceremony. We were addressed by the winners and by the amazing Skoll World Forum, Silla, we are here. Hey? Sure. I danced in that balcony. But anyway, afterwards, I got to spend some special time with an old schoolmate. So much love. And then rest. Finally, the big day. Time for the closing plenary. And I was just so excited. I got to meet the other plenarists while backstage with my whole backstage pass. We also took some pictures, and finally I got to rehearse. And then the time came for me. Please go and watch. I started off with a brief performance, a protest, and then a chat with the amazing Raj, who is also a big deal, with all eyes on me. Shoo! Not George asking me how he was supposed to follow that. I got this beautiful message from a fellow South African that I met at Skoll. And then, yeah, me alla day. Oh my gosh, fun was had. We danced. Yo, I danced. Yo. And then we finished off at a closing party, which I stayed longer than planned because I received so much love. But wow, it was over. The following day, I visited a museum. I took a walk with Jen and Gabby, and we saw a Harry Potter building, and we were on the infamous Alice Walk, and I met a familiar face. It was time to say goodbye. And so I prepared for my flight home. What an amazing time. If you don't believe me, check the links out. But I wanted to say thank you so much to the Skoll Foundation.